I wouldn't say anything to my younger self. If I changed the course of time, I wouldn't turn out to be the guy I am today. And by God, I love being me for the time being. Time should take its place, the suffering needs to happen, and I need to experience that suffering in order to forge me into a harder, better man.
I would say don't comb your hair as much because it's going to fall off anyways. I'm 25.
He's about this bald in real life, too.
Hey, I'm not that bald. I'm just kind of bald.
I get very nervous when people ask questions about me. No, like it's totally okay though. I just shut down. Yeah, so I guess things changed for me. Basically, I've discovered, like what mental illness I have, and it would probably have helped a lot to have not encountered those situations to progress it to the point that it's at. Over the past couple of years, it's just worsened, and it's not helpful that I had met those people. It's definitely changed me, but for the better, I don't think so personally.
Cheat on your girlfriend. That's what I would say. Your boy was a simp once.
Stop dating bad boys.
Have more sex.
Don't be a slut. Yeah, there you go.
First and foremost, money isn't everything. Secondly, invest in Bitcoin, baby, because that shit's gonna blow up.
Bitcoin, I guess. Cryptocurrency.
Oh, I'm Korean. You know Korean? 안녕하세요 means hi. Your age. How old? I'm 33. No. I'm old lady.
I guess I would just say, no matter what, everything will be alright. Because anything and everything that you do, and I'm not even saying that to myself, things have a way of working out. And I wouldn't want to, influence myself, Like, all of the loss, all of the tragedy, all of the things that have happened in my life, I'm an older man. It turns out alright.
The biggest suffering I've been through to catalyze my personal growth, I would say, is coming to realization that no one is out to help me. At the end of the day, I'm alone. I have to help myself. No one's gonna come and save me. But it is incredibly liberating to understand that if you can help yourself and only yourself, you can start helping others around you too. So it evolves. You become better from it. Oh, the whiskey's back. Fantastic.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
BPD, borderline personality disorder. I have kind of an emotional disconnect, so I have a logical train of thought, but I have an emotional one that directly, it can directly be the opposite of what I'm thinking. So it's very strange. I cry at everything. I'm just hyper emotional, I guess is kind of how to describe it. So I feel anger strongly and happiness extremely strongly and sadness. So it just completely takes over. It's very intense.
She's had a bad week. Talk to her, dude. She's had a bad week.
Stop.
You have. You two are dating now. She needs some warmth.
I don't need a partner.
Get her Snapchat. Come on. Why do you sigh like that? What the hell?
You do this every time.
What do you mean? Well, I don't remember that, so you're lying.
Because you're always drunk. You're alcoholic.
No, I'm not always drunk. I'm always high. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Plug your OnlyFans.
I don't have one.
That's her job. She has a Tesla because of it.
I wish.
Don't drop out high school. All you motherfuckers out there that think you can drop out of school and make it, it's hard. Stay in that shit. No reason to leave.
I would tell myself I should have gotten a job at a way younger age because now I'm poor. Oh, I'm paying for college and stuff. I'm a waitress.
Don't be sorry for anything that you do. Be better for it.
I would say just stop taking yourself so serious. Just try to enjoy life as it is. Stop putting other people's opinions into your own and stop caring what people think and just do what you want to do. And if people think you're uncool or whatever, they're not your friends.
Usually they have a specific form of treatment that works. It's like a dialectical behavioral therapy, and it's pretty much just having to rewire your brain because you have broken neural pathways that have been just formed wrongly because of trauma typically, which is why I said, I would prefer if not to met those people because it kind of broke my mind a little bit for lack of better terms.
A message to my younger self would have been to Diane. You don't know Diane? Yeah, you don't know Diane?
Never leave off on a sour note with someone because you never know when it's going to be the final time you get to speak to them.
I'd say stop being an idiot. Don't listen to your heart, listen to your brain. Although some of the mistakes were kind of life lessons. Not everyone's going to like what you do or like the things that you are, not going to like you as a person. So you should not try your best to make sure everyone like you.
Free yourself from this mortal coil. All that lie ahead of you is disappointment and sadness.
Alright, see you later. Remember, I can run fast, but I can never run from my feelings.
Get out there and talk sooner.
Especially in my teen years. Once my mom passed away, I had a lot of time where I just didn't know who I was or what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. And I guess I would just tell myself to just not focus so much on what's going on right now because it doesn't matter and it does get better. No matter how many times you hear that and you don't believe it, it does get better. And right now I'm best I've ever been probably my whole life. So I'd say just keep trucking and do your your best.
I feel like I would tell myself to maybe not play VR chat.
Damn, that's a deep one.
I mean, I've had some good times, but I feel like I would have progressed further in my real life had I not been so invested in VR chat.
He's got a couple.
3,200 hours.
It's quite addicting. It really is. Once you get like into it, it kind of just suck you away from real life a little bit. Like
it's a bit like a curse and a blessing, you know.
It's a gift and a curse, my friend. Just jump down the hole, buy the helmet, buy the headset, buy it all, buy the full body, buy everything.
Damn, Deli, why you swearing like that?
Oh, there's a demon in my room.
There's a demon in your room? Like IRL?
I summoned mine from my Ouija. I typically have one ghost and one demon. The demon is Lucy. She's a small child. She's 5.
No, 2 demons. Can you tell them to do stuff?
Be careful on people you meet online and don't act weird with them, especially Discord.
Don't trust hoes.
Am I supposed to take this seriously, or is it a joke?
No, hell yeah! I would actually say that to myself.
Kinder to yourself and firmer with your boundaries. I used to be like a super doormat, very passive. It took me until I was like 17 to learn how to even get angry at all.
I think a lot of it was the people I was spending time with, and they didn't want to get better. To them, mental illness was like chic. They enjoyed the attention that it brought, and so they never tried to get better. They just stayed that way. And as I distanced myself from them, I realized that I was kind of like being an emotional vampire. I was feeding off of them, and it was just making me all the worse for it. You got to look out for yourself. You can't help anybody else until you help yourself.
Don't do drugs. Definitely don't do drugs.
But you enjoy these drugs, admit it.
I would tell myself to talk to my brother. That's what it says. He died this year. That's so sad.
I dropped out of high school. I wish I stayed in school. You meet other people. They talk about their high school life or college life. I didn't finish high school, and I didn't finish community college either. I just went straight to work.
The truth is that nothing stays the same, no matter how much you want it to. Even if you're enjoying something, it won't stay the same. So you can imagine if you're not enjoying something, stick with it. Like get through it, and just remember that some sort of edgy quote, something like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And it's important to remember that if you're not enjoying something and you're doing the same stuff every day and expecting a different result, probably not going to change. So maybe take the necessary steps to get where you want to be. It's not going to be easy, but no learning comes without struggle and strive.
Don't take time for granted. Life's not forever, man. Life's not forever. It's gonna go away. It's gonna go away at some point.
2021's already almost half over. Haven't done shit. Didn't work.
People do come and go in your life, and it'll be hard to trust people after a specific point, but don't make it out to be that everyone's going to be a bad person. You have to speak to people. You have to be nice to people. You just have to learn who they are as a person, and never go for the person that always sweet talks you first and doesn't do anything else after.
Don't date a dude from Oregon. Trust me.
And don't date that bitch Kayla.
Yes, you're about to go get traumatized by a bunch of upcoming life situations that are going to make you grow up and be mature really quick, and it's going to be really sorrow for a good bit, but it's going to get better in the long run. But I don't want to spoil my younger self, because if without all of those really dark moments, then I won't learn to be better or learn the mistakes I've done in the past. I love this person, but I didn't spend as much time with them, and then now they're dead.
The only person you could truly influence is yourself. You can't change what other people do. You can only change what you do.
I tell my younger self, you really need to just try something new. You like staying in that place because it just feels familiar, and familiarity, like many people, if it's familiar to you, you stick to it.
It's gonna get rough when you get older, but pull through, man. Don't take it too seriously, you get through everything if you try hard enough. I'd look back and be oh my god, I look at the way I used to make people feel. I used to make people very happy. I used to be a very funny person, and then all of a sudden, bang, I just upset all the time, and it was a struggle, but you pull through.
There are times when things get tough, and when they do, remember this one very important saying: embrace the suck.
Not to come on this game.
Oh, the kissy kiss.
Change comes to all things, to all walks of life, to everything that has been created, everything that ever was, everything that ever has been, and everything that ever is. So you just have to make sure that when you finally end, you leave behind something that inspires loyalty and respect.
Don't give up everything to play video games.
Don't waste time. I ended up wasting a lot of time that I could have spent doing better things, and that's something I really regret.
Don't fall under peer pressure. Don't listen to people. Do you, and also use the internet more often and search.
Not to go to school for the things that I went to school for that I'm not doing now in
life.
Don't do drugs. Never start. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't take anything. Like, don't do it. Just don't do it. And also, don't give a shit about what others say. Don't get into depression. Don't hang out with the people you are gonna hang out with. They're gonna bring you into really, really bad place. There you go.
You know, everyone always says these like super basic, like be yourself, do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, that is so true. And feel strong enough to communicate who you want to be to the people who love you. And feel free to cut out those people who aren't loving you exactly the way you should be. You don't need them. It feels like you need them, but you're only people pleasing. You're only pleasing them.
It's gonna get harder down the road, but if you can, you should start grinding for money early. Don't be lazy. Don't be like how I am right now. Help as many people as you can, and in the future, I hope you become someone better than what I am right now. When you think you're better than someone, remember there's always someone that's better than you, and it's the same for someone that's going through something. If you think you've been through the worst, just remember someone's probably been through even worse.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but go shower, go drink some water, take care of yourself.
Let's try to be a little bit more kinder to each other. Tony Rodriguez on Twitch.
1, 2, 3, 4. Separate a distance. Distance in a phone calls. Separate a pixels. A pixels in a photos.